There we go. That's what I was looking for. Now we get to be the right Dante. And we've got a motorbike, so let's customize it. Because as much as I like fisting things, you heard me. Let's try motorcycling things. So cross over your twin cavalier for a devastating slam attack. Slipstream. On the ground, back to forward, mid-air. We might as well do slipstream. Back to forward and then Y. It's not exactly the kind of move I like, but I'll grab it. High side, mid-air, back and Y. Ramps upward after the enemy you hit. Let's see. Drag airborne enemies in spinning wheels and dive into a backwheeling ground impact. That's probably more my style. Ah. We got anything else? I guess I should also look into maybe upgrading the shotgun. Though I never use it. What else do we have? Trickster. Swordmaster. Let's learn them before I do. But we might as well do it, seeing as there's a couple of interesting things that I could potentially have. I don't know. Dante is interesting. So, with Sparta equipped, while on the ground, press B after executing a prop. What is a prop? Prop. There we go. With the blade warped in an infernal scythe. Okay, with Sparta equipped, while on the ground, press B.
Hell yeah! Yeah!
Okay, so this is just... It's just mash B and I can switch between. Okay, Rising Dragon. Balrog equipped in blow mode. Minimum Dragon.
You're mine now! Bust! You're mine now! Bust!
So I can just do Fister mode. Okay. So Flint Wheel is... Oh. So I've got that.
I'm on fire.
This is amusing. Okay. Next up. Let's see. Yeah, that's worth it. That's a great ground clear. While we're here.
Rev it up.
I'm just gonna kind of mess with some of these for a second. It's pretty effective. I'm interested in seeing... Oh, boy. I'm interested in seeing how this will go. Okay, let's do Trickster style with the motorcycle. Ah. Nothing exciting. I was really hoping that I could almost, like, dash into a bike charge, but it looks like Swordmaster is something I should probably use a little bit more. Absolutely learning this, though. That gets us some actual... interesting moves, and I clearly should keep learning them. Okay, let's quit customization, and... Oh, I should probably look at equipment at some point. Let's look at it now real quick. I don't actually know if there's anything there. Oh. Edit and equip. Edit? Oh. So I can unequip that, and I had a different skin for the Cavalier. So I can change different sword sets here. I'm gonna just stick with that one. Do you have any interesting skins? No. Okay, well, this is fine. At least we get a fancier motorcycle. Anywho, mission start. Ebony and Ivory. Quick firing pistols, easy to use, don't do that much damage.
Unless you want to die, I suggest you get the hell out of my way.
Okay, so which one's Swordmaster? This one's Swordmaster. Yep. Definitely digging me some motorcycle. It does some damage. Hello, vague foe. Unfortunately, does not exactly combo well together, because I have to like keep summoning the weapon over and over again, which is a little unfortunate. Do we even have anybody left? No. Yeah, so I feel like my potential for style points are probably better with fist, but huh.
Rev it up.
What was that? It's like an impediment that had like a bird in it.
Rev it up.
I will give it credit though.
Rev it up.
There is something really satisfying about the do we even have any enemies left, or am I just wailing on things? Aha! Ow. Where even am I? Oh. There we go. Kinda? I gotta remember I'm not using Trickster mode anymore, so I don't have as much ground clearing. In favor of juggle time. I'll take juggle time. My style points, though, are going to be unhappy with me. Yeah, I don't know. The motorcycles are fun. They've got some interesting multi-hits. I think I'm preferential to the fists still. Even though the motorcycle is cool, you have to wait for him to summon and unsummon it. It's like, no, just keep it out, you dingus. What are you doing? Answer is, I don't know. Definitely God of War, not God of War, God Eater inspired. Reminds me, I gotta get back to that. I was having technical problems with, like networking issues, I guess. And now I shouldn't be having any more of those, so I should probably go back and, like, just jam through the rest of it. Time. Oh. I gotta get a Nidhogg hatchling. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Oh. Oh.
You need some blood, huh? Sorry, you wouldn't like mine.
Actually need multiple Nidhogg hatchlings. Oh, I see. So we're supposed to clear that. We're supposed to go down these passages, probably.
Huh.
And
Fried blood in the gutter here. Guess that explains how the pools down there get filled.
gross thing. God, the Nidhogg hatchlings feel like they're straight out of Half-Life. Sort of. I don't know. There was just like some weird goopy bits in Half-Life that I did not like. Oh, which makes me really want Half-Life 3. That's never gonna happen. Funny joke. I mean, it might, but probably not. Valve seems all about, like, weird experimental, games as a service models right now. Which, like, with the exception of Artifact, it seems like they've been doing a decent job of it, but... Hello!
Shall we dance?
I've been wanting to use this move.
I'm on fire.
Okay, so how do I...
Fired up.
How do I fire it? There we go. Also, we found Mommy. Sup, Mommy?
Dragon Punch! Show dance?
Ow. I deserve that. Let's switch to something a little bit more appropriate for stun locking. Maybe. There we kind of go. It didn't go great. I mean, it does buttloads of damage, but connecting with that thing was harder than I thought it would be. Should probably get out of demon form. As rad as it looks.
Rev it up!
Oh, I'm just trapped in here for the time being. Oh, there's actual enemies there.
Full throttle!
Okay. I was hoping I had the blade in the mix, but the answer is no. Well, it's fine. I'm learning. I am forever learning and improving, and then forgetting those improvements in favor of going back here and grabbing more Gibbs. Hello, Gibbs. What are you? Eh, just a bit of money. Get out of here. Nope. Actually, not sure if that does anything. Hi. Or is this the way I came from? This looks suspiciously like the way I came from. This looks suspiciously like the way I've never been before. I think I know where I'm supposed to go. Hello. Gibbons. Give me more Gibbs. I should pay attention for a speedrun of this game.
When in doubt, smack it. That's our family motto.
Gross.
Yep. Here comes the blood.
Definitely gross. I'm always, like, in games like this, you know, obviously we're running around this big ruined city. It made more sense in, like, Darksiders, the way everything was organized. I thought I saw something up high, but I was wrong. There's nothing in this nook. In Darksiders, you know, humanity had been dead for like 200 years or whatever, so it made perfect sense that, you know, things had been warped and rearranged and re-engineered. But in this, like, it's only been, what, a month? Breakneck Predator, Fury. Gotta give him credit. Fury is pretty cool looking. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be getting a very high style score fighting those guys. They are a little fast. So I guess my style score is acceptable anyway. I wonder if the motorbike would be better. The main problem is just I actually knocked them back too well. But, we'll see.
Great. Crossroads. Decisions.
I don't like decisions. Oh, hey. We're up here. Okay, so what do we got? I mean, am I locked off of either? Well, this one's got nothing, actually. I can't get to that. So, what kind of crossroad are you talking about, Dante? It's not a decision. Unless I'm locked off.
I could just follow the groove, but they're not making it easy for me.
I'm confused. This whole crossroads thing doesn't seem like it's actually much of a decision. Oh, it's one of you get.
Hell yeah!
All right. That didn't work. None of this is working. Well, we definitely did a buttload of damage to him. Oh god. What is even this thing? Well, I got it. It, like, the weird beast got, like, kind of tentacly. I haven't seen that. I don't even remember how I killed that thing originally. I think I just wailed on it and it died. It wasn't even that complicated of a process. Okay, so we just want to go back this way. Always look up. I was at Best Buy actually buying this monitor that I'm playing the game on. And I was trying to pick out the monitor, but I couldn't find it on the shelf. I wanted a 27-inch HP. I guess it's a HP 27F specifically. It's a decent monitor, nothing fancy, but it was like 150 bucks, which, you know, I don't know. I don't need like super fancy high-end stuff. As long as the game records well, honestly, it can kind of look like butts on my end. I'm more focused on making sure it's watchable for you guys. And so yeah, I was at Best Buy trying to pick up the monitor. They had the 23-inch, the 25-inch, and the site said, "Oh yeah, no, we got plenty of these things in stock."
Don't want to keep Mr. Demon King waiting. Gotta pick up the pace.
No, you don't. I'm lost and confused. Where did I... Okay, so I've come from here. There's that thing on the other side, but I can't get to that right now. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get to that right now. We'll see. Aha. There we go. Twofer. Let's see. But yeah, so I'm standing around looking, can't find it, super confused. Eventually, you know, employee comes over and he's like, "Oh yeah, it's up there." And just points to a shelf that's like, you know, 10, 15, probably 10 feet above me. I just don't look up. It's just, it's a condition.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it doesn't matter what game it is. I just won't look up for whatever reason. Yeah, I should... No, didn't break it. Damn. Yeah, it's a DPS test to see if you can get everything. I was hoping Chainsaw Bike would have done it. Oh, but maybe the Sword Spin would have done the trick. Whatever. Okay, we still got a blue orb nearby. Okay, screw it.
I'm on fire.
Okay. I don't even know what's going on. Those stupid trees make this significantly harder. And that's fine.
Dance.
Excuse me.
I'm on fire.
There we go. I would like to fist, maybe, but I'm currently... Did somebody get a little trapped? There we go. I say, did somebody get a little trapped just as I trapped myself? Man, I must be eating my knees at this point. My foot is so far up my own mouth.
3, 2, 1.
Like, it is a health condition at this point. It is bad. Okay, so we got everything in here. We still never finished that thing, but
Dragon punch. Bust. Mine now. Bust.
I gotta try that buster some more. Bros. Oh, there's golden orb at the top of that one. I should go back for that. Wait, no, this is a new one. I gotta, I guess, just follow the red gross road. And video games look nice nowadays. They looked nice a while back, too. They're getting better. I can't imagine what games are going to look like 20 years from now. Unfortunately, I'm going to be like 50 20 years from now. That's going to be different. I don't think I'll be able to... Well, I don't know.
Be all of them.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to play games like this. I'll probably be fine.
My brain this much.
It'll be interesting watching
0.
games change over the next couple of years. Next couple of years? Next couple decades? Because obviously, you know, my parents' generation played video games to some degree, but not as aggressively as, say, like, I do? Okay, so I'm actually missing something here. There was a blue orb that I saw, but haven't... never got access to. Let's quickly roll back and see if I can find it. But yeah, my parents' generation didn't play a whole lot of video games. And... you know, can't really fault them for that. The games back then were a little bit lighter, maybe? I don't know. And, you know, now that they're getting older... I actually don't know what my parents really do as much for fun. Okay, so here's the crossroads. How do I get to you? Like outside something. We have this here. Let's see if I can spot like a hole in the wall. Huh. It's nothing. Okay. Yeah, it's teasing that like I can get to it. I don't know how much further I'm gonna have to go to get to it though. Well, I guess I'll just keep looking around. And worst comes to worst, I just ignore it. It's just a blue orb. In other games, like Zelda, I think it would matter more to me. But in this case, no. It's on the other side of this wall. But anyway, so... conversely to the whole thing about... Oh, freaking, I've been up here. I even, like, went up here and it was just like, okay, I got the thing. And then I never bothered to look more. I'm a dummy. Let's see. But, so, like, my generation and future generations grew up heavily on video games, and I'm kind of interested in seeing how the games industry is going to change accordingly. You know, we are getting a lot more accessibility options. Spider-Man recently, and God of War, I think, actually had accessibility options, so you straight up didn't have to worry about... QTEs, which for me was lovely. Not because that they're that terrible, but like, why... I don't enjoy them. And why go through extra hand strain for... effectively nothing? Okay, it really wants me to look down, but there was another... I have another Nidhogg hatchling. Yeah, there we go. Gross. But you know, when I'm 70 years old, how many video games are going to be made with people like me in mind? Because to some degree, like, my generation's probably going to keep making video games. Like, the indie devs, I almost wouldn't be surprised if we didn't end up with more, you know, older indie devs that kind of do it as a hobby retirement projects. Because I can't imagine, like, a lot of developers really can keep up with the AAA pace that well. But I could definitely see like a bunch of hobby developers like making smaller stuff. Like, how do I even describe it? I mean, I guess Knights of Tartarus is a great example of, obviously that's like a solo developer's passion game. But I could definitely see some, like, you know, developers retiring to just make small games like that. And maybe I could be wrong. I don't know. It really depends on how the indie market goes, too. And AAA. Personally, I'm kind of hoping we see, like, a resurgence of AA studios. I'm glad that we seem to be finally experiencing a resurgence of AAA. You know, God of War, Spider-Man, Capcom. I mean, Capcom's definitely been rocking it this past year. Did it start with, Okay, so this would have just put us out here. And then we're back to this section. I might as well just walk out the way I came in. Whee! Perfect landing. And so, like, it does seem like there's a lot of...
This brings me back.
A lot of AAA developers that are actually starting to get it. Japan, sort of, a lot of Japanese companies are definitely getting the memo. Okay, gotta do Trickster. Not all of them. I mean, I have my complaints about Square Enix, and probably will continue to do so for a considerable amount of time. Stay in the air for more than 15 seconds. Well, this will be interesting. Easy with Nero, harder with Dante. I wonder if I can chain air dashes and swipes. I wish it would actually just spit endless enemies at you, and you just had to get up to 15 seconds instead of going through the whole failure state. Yeah, unfortunately, I've picked up some extra ground slam moves, which makes this a little tougher. And I'm not very good at air juggling. 15 seconds is a long time. Maybe I should just wait for my enemies to spawn. Yeah, honestly, as long as I've unlocked this, I should be able to come back. I hope. I'm just gonna bail. I could probably do it. I just don't feel like it right now. How do I describe it? I just don't feel like it right now. I want to play this game. We're getting close to actually interesting bits of the story. I mean, Euros and whatnot. And the speed at which you have to wait for, like, the reload, I think, is maybe throwing me off. I made the mistake, of playing Anthem recently, and it's like, it's not terrible. Like, I enjoy it enough. But the load screens on that game are pain. Especially for, like, how substantive the missions are and stuff. I think that's it. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Boss type. And so, yeah, having to sit through a load screen just because I goofed. It's like... Right bumper, left stick, back to forward. Let's try this out. Because, like, I was trying it out earlier and it didn't seem to be working.
Rev it up! Rev it up!
Nope.
Rev it up!
Yeah, because I just do that. There we go. See, that seems pretty cool. Nope, that didn't work. Okay, so I have to do it real quick to pull it off. I gotta unlock some more motorbike attacks, though. I think one of my problems is I just don't have enough to build a full chain. So I might want to look into stuff like high side instead. Midair. Right bumper, back, Y. Idling looks not bad. Forward and wide. Already did that. So back Y, yeah, let's grab high side for the time being, and we'll save up for idling. Maybe, probably. Plus, we're probably going to be switching characters momentarily. I think this is the longest we've actually played one character in a row. No, we definitely had like 3 missions or so with Nero early on.
Holy shit. Can't believe any of this is still standing.
Ha! There you are. Hey, what's wrong with you? Hey! Hey, Dante!
The demonic power was activated in me once, when Virgil lovingly jammed this through my chest. I always wondered, why did my father give me the rebellion?
Okay, what are you muttering?
Over the years, I've been stabbed and jabbed by a number of things. But who would have ever guessed?
Have you lost your mind? There's a demon to destroy! Kill yourself later! I'll help!
If the Yamato can separate man from devil, then what about the rebellion?
Wow! You are absorbing the Sparta!
It can't be. Dante, you son of a bitch. I knew you couldn't be killed that easily. Hey, he's all yours. But don't let it become a habit.
Win, Dante! Win!
Wow. Well, I guess he does pick up Nero. Devil Sword Dante. Fancy.
Dante.
Okay, Blade born when Dante absorbed the rebellion into his body. The weapon shares both his name and his will. Basic abilities of the rebellion and the Devil Sword Sparta carry over to this blade. Pressing B in Swordmaster style conjures swords that attack autonomously. Use the blades in tandem for a relentless wave of hack and slash carnage. Activating Devil Trigger with this equipped will conjure swords that provide different types of support depending on your style. These include higher mobility, simultaneous attacks, automatic counters, or stronger defense.
Run while you can.
Okay, hello. I missed this. Hold left bumper to change from the Devil Trigger gauge to the SDD. Okay, Sin Devil Trigger gauge. Fill this gauge, transfer power from the DD. Okay. Hold down left bumper with a full gauge to activate Sin Devil Trigger. You gain insane attack power, but vitality does not recover, and you can't deactivate this form manually.
Nowhere to go.
Ow. Still not great at that one. I still don't know how to deal with that. I probably want to dodge. Okay.
Like dust.
Well, I've charged it to max. Oh. That's how I do it. Okay. Hello.
Insignificant.
I mean, this is a little excessive, but that's fine. Oh. Just gonna keep this charged up. Oh, I see. I've got to get it up to max properly.
As long as you live, you will never understand. Power is everything.
There we go. I mean, we might as well finish this off with a dismal. Oh wait, no, that's not the right thing. I am confused. These new mechanics throw me off. Some hella damage though.
All this time, and you still don't get it.
It is you who does not understand. It has begun.
What's happening?
Bad news! Gotta go now! That houseplant is pissed off!
The Goliath is revealed in its entirety. This inconvenience matters not.
Solid B ranking. Surprise, what? Get out of here with your weird bonus grade. I don't deserve that. Okay, yep, so V is one part of Virgil. And Urizen is the other half. Figured as much.
Well, looks like no one's worse for wear. I'm just gonna double check.
Hey, where'd that garbage god go? What is Urizen after?
He's at the top of the Glyphod.
It's the other way around, Dante. This is the lowest level of the Glyphod's upper echelon. Human blood is the source of demons' power. The fruit born through the Glyphod is even more dense than the blood that created it. Its power is unparalleled. Even the almighty Mundus used it to become king of the underworld. Avid told me everything.
Yeah, well, that's a lovely story and all, but as long as we know where to find him.
Whoa, you are the infamous Dante. I'm Nicoletta Goldstein. Sound familiar? My grandmother is Nell Goldstein, the gunsmith that made all your fancy weapons that you got strapped back there. Yeah, there she is.
You don't much look like her.
Yeah, I got my looks from my daddy. That's about all I got from him. But based on his research, I managed to cobble this. Consider it a gift in honor of us finally meeting. Meeting.
What? Why?
Yeah!
Whoa! Yeah!
I'll take that.
Dante, I'm gonna go too.
Why don't you sit this one out?
Oh, let you call me dead weight again? No thanks. I've got all the power I need. Right here.
You don't understand. It's not what I mean.
Let him go, Dante. Time is a luxury that we can no longer afford. We must chase after him post-haste.
What? Does that mean you're going too?
I have a duty to see this through.
Well, that's all you had to say, Mr. Poetry. I'm gonna go my way, and you guys can go yours. Let's just say that's the best for the cause.
Alchemical Gambler's Garb, Dr. Faust. At the consumes red orbs to launch special attacks. Earn tons of red orbs from your foes. You don't run out of your own first. Aw. Dr. Faust consumes red orbs to attack foes. Most attacks require a sufficient amount of red orbs to use. Orbs consumed are displayed in the upper right side of the screen. Keep an eye on your balance and don't spend them all. Using the Dr. Faust skill set hat lets you earn a ton more red orbs. Strike foes with the hat and then go on the offensive. Huh. Okay, so now we get to choose which character we're going to play as. Oh. Well, I'm not used to this, but I gotta rep my disintegrating boy. Even if he ultimately is probably culpable for some large amount of this kind of sort of, but not really. I still gotta rep him because that's just how it works. Let's see, round robin? Probably use it. Left sticker, right bumper, left stick back, hold X longer, and then release. Yeah, what else do we have? Griffin, Vim, Vigor, double check. So I've mostly been using blockade. Let's not use those. What do we have for nightmare? Do we have promotion? We do have promotion. So yeah, let's try nightmare combination. I should probably try riding him a little bit. That seems pretty cool. Oh, wow, there's only 2 upgrades for him, too. Ah. That's fair, actually. Alright, well, either way, this is actually a really good stopping point. So I'll see you guys in the next episode of, Devil May Cry 5. And as always, thanks for watching. How many more missions we have left? I keep saying that, because it keeps feeling like we're working towards some kind of finale. And I have no idea how far we are. I guess it's kind of good pacing, at least. I still want to play as Nico in the van, though. That'd be rad.